Hey guys, it's Sunny. This is not my regular kind of video, and for a lot of you, it won't be your cup of tea. And I understand, because I'm not going to be screaming or really making a whole lot of jokes as I usually do, and there's not going to be any League footage. Instead, this is just going to be like a rambling series of sorts where I hope to take frequently asked questions, or something that's been on my mind or whatever, and talk about it in a sincere way to all of you. And the goal of this is to maybe let you all get to know the me that I'm not playing League, because, I mean, surprisingly enough, I don't scream all the time. One question that I get asked all the time is, how do I start my YouTube channel? And a lot of people today, I guess, are driven by the appearance of a YouTuber's lifestyle to try to do it for themselves, and I can't blame them because it's extremely fun. But instead of telling you, hey, you need this camera or that microphone, I think it would be probably a million times more beneficial to you to make sure that your minds are in the right place before you start. There are a few things that no guides ever told me about the attitude I should have when I started making videos that I honestly think would have helped me a lot. First of all, I want to clear up a very common misconception that many people have in regards to a YouTuber's income that perhaps drives a lot of people to create content for the wrong reasons. The honest-to-God truth is that YouTubers don't make a lot of money unless you get really, really big. Most content creators make less than 4-digit incomes, and some will never go over that, and I would say the top 1% go above 4. For a lot of people, it will never be a job, so don't go into YouTube expecting it to pay your bills, because it flat out won't at first. Now that we have that cleared up, let's talk about reflection. Now, everyone I make videos with are content creators, and we all laugh at how bad our first few videos were. Similarly, if you are learning everything about content creation on your own, as many content creators do, I did, everyone else in my squad did, your first few videos will probably be full of mistakes in editing and execution. And that's okay, like everybody starts somewhere. It's better to start and be bad at first than to never do anything at all, because it doesn't give you the chance to improve. You really want to constantly be reflecting on your content and finding errors, things that you can improve on the next time you edit. I constantly am reviewing and critiquing my videos to this day, and I believe that the strive to improve should be a standard mindset in all content creators, new or old. Another point I would like to make is that you need to have a bit of motivation to do things on your own. I would say a good amount of people don't fully understand that concept. No one else in the world is responsible for making your channel for you. No one is inclined to give you a shout out or a description link for no reason. And no one even has to give you tips. Asking for a shout out or description links from people in your community rarely ever works. Finally, let's talk about quitting YouTube. Now, you or someone else might have started YouTube and quit before they had 100 subs or 50, even less. The first 500 subscribers on YouTube, I believe, are the absolute hardest to get. Harder than the difference between 10,000 and 20,000, or even 25,000 and 50,000. You'll have to realize that going into YouTube, growth will not be natural. It becomes natural later, but initially it's so hard to grow, which kind of sucks. YouTube really helps big content creators grow, but not small ones. So you have to be able to do it yourself, to reach out and find ways to grow on your own. Your channel will not initially be picked up by anybody, probably. You probably won't get shout outs very often. Just make sure you keep at it and find ways that will help your channel grow in the long run. A great YouTuber coined a phrase that I always remember when I think of growing any channel. It goes, the small stay small and the big get bigger. And it sucks to think about how true this is in many cases. So I just wanted to leave you guys off with this little tip. The internet is extremely vast. There are a million different ways to get traffic to your channel, and if success doesn't come to you through 1,000 different ways, it's still lying somewhere out there, just in places you haven't looked. So you can't just quit, because it will come eventually. Just keep in mind, going into YouTube, that having the right point of view for content creation is just as important as having the right hardware or the right equipment.